Hi, this is the walkthrough of the Telegraph prize crossword from Saturday the 11th of July. We'll start with one down. Talk about Panama perhaps. About, C for circa. Panama is a hat, which gives us chat, which is a talk. And then we'll do 9 across. District is an area. Accommodating new, so N for new going in, gives us arena, which is a stadium. And then we'll do 3 down. Chase an ignorant lad around. Well, this chase is an anagram of an ignorant lad. It's chase as in steeplechase, a horse race. And the most famous horse race is the Grand National. So that's the chase we're looking for here. Stick that one in. And then we'll do 12 across. A dim, ponderous criminal. So it's an anagram of a dim, ponderous, meaning usual method. And it's going to be modus operandi. And then we'll do 6 across. Red prince regularly seen in war, something like War and Peace. It's going to be the irregular letters. It's going to be epic. And War and Peace is obviously Tolstoy's epic. Not read it myself, but too long. And we'll do 8 down. Angry eye cool off in the head study. Well, it's not head as in headmaster. It's actually the study of the head. It's an anagram of angry eye cool. And it's going to be craniology. 15 across. Involve England's top 2. Well, that's E and N. Lower order batsmen, we call them the tail. Stick them together and we get entail, which means what does it involve? What does it entail? 19 across. Dubious bishop in sporty car. A bishop in this case is going to be B. And if something's dubious, it might be iffy. And a sporty car, you could say, is a jag going around. Is a jiffy bag, which is a well-padded means of sending something in the post, I guess. 14 across. Being poorly nourished catches a temperature. So if you're ill-fed, you could be poorly nourished, and you catch A and T for temperature. Gives us ill-fated, which is another term for unlucky. 5 down. Cut corners in bypass around motorway. If you skip something, you bypass it. M for motorway gives us skimp, which means to cut corners. 11 down. Given humiliating punishment to errant fathead cruelly. So this is going to be cruelly means it's an anagram, and it's going to be an anagram of errant fathead, meaning give humiliating punishments to. And it's going to be tar and feather. If you tar and feather someone, that was historically a humiliating punishment. 25 across. Raise army, so an army could be a host. Besiege island, so it's the word host going around I for island. And hoist, if you hoist a flag or hoist a sail, you raise it. 23 down. Group covering Beatles' centrepiece, Let It Be. So Beatles' centrepiece is a T, and a group could be a set. So going around, it's stet, which obviously is a term you see in sort of documents. Does mean let it be, let that wording stand. 2 down. The runs, so it's just the, we'll keep that word there, and then R for runs. Sickness, a mal you can say, can't you? You can sort of say a petty mal and so on. And to do with temperature is thermal. 4 down. 1 putting up a fight about close relative. So about is regarding, re, and a close relative could be a sister. And a resistor is one who's putting up a fight. 16 down. Political pundit confused by Lib Dem. It's an anagram of by Lib Dem for a political pundit. And it's going to be Dimbleby. Take your pick of which one. 27 across. One creates drama. So, so that's going to be playwright. And why it is, I'll just write out the word here. A plight is a predicament. And besetting means going around a Scottish town, which is air, with W for right, for wife going in. So, 20 down, waiting to pick up diamonds. So diamonds is D, and waiting, if you're biding your time, you're waiting. And bidding is a feature of bridge. Seems to be lots of these with a letter going in another word today. Viking saga entertained Danes to a certain extent. That's going to be Edda, which is in the words. And then 22 down, girl that is missing somewhere in South Africa. It's going to end in L, 5-letter word for somewhere in South Africa. It's going to be Natal. It's going to be Natalie, missing I and E, that is. Now, 7 down, dad eating ordinary fast food. It's just fast. We split it there. Fast is, Lent is the time of fast. And ordinary is going to be an O. Going inside par gives us polenta, which is an Italian food. Feature of Saturday Night Fever. Well, I think this is going to be discordance. If an area of discordance means things are clashing. If you take the right out, you actually get disco dance, which John Travolta and co were doing in Saturday Night Fever. 21 across, getting completely drunk. This isn't actually meaning sozzled. This is actually if you just finish a drink like in one go, maybe you drain the glass. So it's going to be draining, and then directs is board, and obviously draining board somewhere to dry out. 24 across. Now a billet doux, I had to look this one up, is a love letter. Exposed, maybe you take the sides off, and I think the end is going to be for notes, and it's going to be novelette. It's obviously a work of fiction. 10 across, this is a good one. Trace, vice, worker. So a vice is a sin, and a worker on land could be if you till the land, so you could have a tiller. But on report, when you hear it, so actually if you spell it differently, you get scintilla, which is like a small dot, isn't it? A trace. And then we have look around very. So V for very with a word for look, which is going to be stared, going around. Gives us starved, which means deprived of. And then 17 across, very important. So reading matter, it's a comic. Engrossing sun is S going in, gives us cosmic, which is maybe an adjective meaning of great importance. And then that gives us the very last one is the very first one across. Self-confidence to increase after guy is put in class. Yeah, a bit tricky this one, I think. But I think the self-confidence is somebody's ego. A bit tenuous. To increase is to rise. And then after guy, it's going to have to be cat, because it's going to mean put in class if you categorise something. And a guy, I guess it's a rope. And I suppose a cat, can it be a rope? I suppose a cat o' nine tails is an unfurled rope. So bit of a tenuous one's finished there, but I think that will be correct. And that's us done. So hope you did well with that one, and I'll see you again.